Chelseas, it's been a while. Right, I've got another little video for you today. And considering we're coming to the back end of the year now, everybody's starting to talk about Christmas, what can we do for Christmas. So this year I'm looking at this development stage, so I'm looking at doing a sourdough, a real sourdough. In this instance it's a semolina sourdough. And so I'm just going to make these all by hand, and what we're going to do, we're going to scale it off, we're going to put it into a basket. It's going to stay in that basket in the fridge overnight until tomorrow morning, and just before we put it into the oven, I've got something for you. And because this is only a trial, so can you read that? Oh, right way around. So as you can see, it's just a template, so we'll put that over the top of the loaf of bread. We'll give it a little bit of a dusting like that. If you zoom down on there, James, you can see roughly it says sourdough. However, I'm going to take it one step further, and I'm having a template made that says Merry Christmas with some nice Christmassy trees outside. So hopefully it'll give a nice appearance, you know, in the shop window. So that's hopefully, fingers crossed, going to be my sourdough for Christmas this year. Like I said, this is the first stage of development, so let's give it a shot. So we've got our dough here that started off life yesterday. We refed the sours, allowed it to stand for something like 14-16 hours, and it went in the fridge. And we're going to scale this at 1.1 kilos because, as you can see, the basket that I'm using is considerably larger than the existing ones. These are some new baskets that I've bought. It fits a much larger loaf in it, so I'm going to give these ones a try. Also gives me more surface area, so that hopefully we'll be able to see the Merry Christmas. So yeah, so 1.1 kilos per piece. I'll get this weight right, yeah. We've scaled them all off at 1.1 kilos. Just turn that off, straight down. Remember what I said in one of my previous videos? Normally you would mould this up, you would allow it to rest and relax for 10-15 minutes before you mould it into a bloomer. Because this is real sourdough and we don't want to knock all of the air out of it, and if you have a look, if you pan down here nice and closely, you can see all the little air bubbles, because this has been stood bulk fermenting for 4 hours. Alright, so I don't need to mould it up round, I don't want to, because I don't want to destroy that structure that of the holiness inside. So literally all I'm going to do, nice and gently, without knocking all the air out, just fold it in, pull it back, and I'm doing that nice and gentle. And then we've got a nice smooth surface, and again, if you have a look there, James, can you see all of those little air bubbles? And that's what I want to keep. Yeah, I want to keep those air bubbles. So you can see my seam on the bottom. So when I put it into the basket, which I'm going to flour first, just to stop it from sticking to the cloth material. And I'm going to put this straight in, upside down. So tomorrow morning when I come to bake it, I'll empty that out onto the baking tray. The seam will then become on the bottom. Okay? So same again, just a tiny little bit of flour. Notice a very, very light dusting. You don't want to cover everything in flour. Cover it in flour, your bread won't stick. Makes moulding very difficult. So again, straight in. It actually feels very nice, this dough as well. considering it's been bulk fermenting for such a long time. All adds to the flavour. The longer you leave it, the more flavour you get out of it. We're going to wrap that up in cling film and stop the air from getting to it, but obviously the temperature of the fridge, which is a lot cooler than a prover, will enable it to stay in there all night long, and it'll be in there for around about 12 to 14 hours. Around about 5-6 o'clock tomorrow morning I'll pull it out, bang it in the oven, plenty of steam, flour it just before it goes in, and don't forget it's Christmas, so we're going to have Merry Christmas, alright, written all over the side of the loaf. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to look stunning. Alright, until tomorrow morning, until next time, speak to you soon. Bye bye now. Morning, right, it's the day after, so we put the bread in the fridge yesterday around about lunchtime. It's now 11:30, so let's have a look at it. Well, as you can see, it's proved up nice and bonny, probably double the size it was when it went in, but the beauty of sourdough is most of your volume comes from when you put it into the oven. So like I said, we're going to do something slightly different because it's for Christmas, so we're just going to empty it out now. So when I've shown you baking sourdough previously, I've always told you, we put a cut, using a sharp knife, sharp blade. We put a cut on the product, to make it look aesthetically nice. But the main reason why we cut bread is to release the pressure inside of that yeast. If it's still too active, all that's going to happen if you don't cut it, the loaf's going to split in an undesirable place, and your loaf of bread won't look very pretty. So we don't want that. So what we're going to do here now is I'm just going to rub away a little bit of this flour on the top, because I want to try and give myself a little bit of a surface. Because if you remember what I said yesterday, this is our Christmas sourdough. So this is nice semolina. Remember this from yesterday? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place that over the top of the loaf as best I can. And I'm going to just put a little bit of flour over the top. Have a look. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we're just going to put that on, hold it in place, try and get it reasonably central, and then we're just going to dust a little bit of flour over the top, and then very gently. That's better. Look at that. Practice makes perfect. So we've hopefully, we've got the sourdough, because don't forget this is only a trial. The stencil that I will have will say Merry Christmas, but we've still got to release the pressure in that bread. So instead of putting a cut on the top, which is what I would normally do, I'm going to put the cut to the side, and I'm just going to give it a double cut. So once in, once down. So same again, once in, once down. Once in, once down. And hopefully the way I've cut it down, because I've put the cup to the side, so that means the top part of the loaf is going to come up like this. So I'm hoping to be able to put it on the shelf in a greenhouse's shop, and the loaf of bread, the words Merry Christmas will be stood up looking at you, so it's nice and prominent on the shelf, and I think it should look pretty damn good, that. So let's just get it in the oven. Nice hot oven, set at 235 degrees. I'm going to bake this definitely on the tray because I'm not looking for a lot of volume, because I don't want to lose the characteristics of the wording on top. So put it in, put it on, plenty of steam. The It's going to be in there for about 34-35 minutes, so if you want to come back to me in half an hour, we'll have a look at it, see what it's like. See you soon. Okay, so here we are, approximately 38 minutes later, and look at that, look at that. Let's have a look at this. Nice break on it. You see the word in the S is a bit smudged. Let's have a look. So, just imagine that says Merry Christmas, not sourdough. And you've got that up on your shelf, 24th of December in a greenhouse's shop. Absolutely banging, superb. Bring it on. See you soon, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, then please make sure you subscribe to the Greenhouse's YouTube channel.